Hey guys, welcome back to Two Girls, One Bong.
The show that's better when you're stoned. But I will use you as just my meat baster when I make my steak. My name's Mac Dizzle.
I'm Joya. You might recognize us from your favorite viral video, or you might have been watching our content for the last 8 years.
If you're new here, welcome. We are the original Two Girls. We're the original Two Girls One Bong, and we make I'm drunk. The original Two Girls One Bong, and we've been making content together for almost a decade.
We're so excited to have you here listening. Let's
dive on in.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I did that from memory, but because
Good
I'm
job.
drunk, I had a hard time articulating.
Yeah, you know,
Welcome
the
to part two.
articulating.
Welcome to
Yeah.
part 2.
Period.
I hope you're excited
Here we
to
are.
be here on part 2, where we actually do the thing that we said we were going to do and answer your questions.
If you didn't listen to part 1, which I'm assuming you did since we're on part 2.
Which, if you didn't, pause this video, go watch part 1, and come back.
Yeah.
Good to have you here.
Period. We love you. Thank you for coming.
Anyway, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to start this one with a shot and a bong rip. You don't have to necessarily.
No, I will.
I
will. Ooh. I'm a big girl. I'm a big girl.
All right, let's go. I would give you
I make
some
no mistakes.
if like you were close.
Oh, thank you. You would share with me?
No.
I kind of and I have for basically our entire friendship just basically assumed that like your weed is my weed. Like I don't think I can't remember the last time I asked you. I mean, I would ask you, this is what I would ask you. I'd be like, can you, well, maybe I would ask if you could share your stuff with me, but I'm never expecting a no, ever. Like, ever.
I think I'm just so numb to that at this point. Like, I don't think about, or it is. And you're right. My weed is your weed, Joya. You're like my child.
I'm just like your small infant baby child.
It's like a small infant baby who needs to get high. Like, obviously. What do you mean?
So,
an angel.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I have to do my entire complicated ass fucking... You know what I should do? I'm going to light a candle.
Okay.
Make it way easier to light up my hemp.
Nice, because you'll already have a flame going. Okay, well, while you do that, I just want to say again about your Cirrus bouquet bong that you're using because I love
Episode
it so
2,
much.
Let them know.
We Cirrus Social Club, aka Arend Richard, designed this bong that Mac Dizzle's about to hit, and it is designed specifically. It has 12 roses on it, so it's like a bouquet. It was designed with immense love and lots of artistic ability.
And that. However, I'm now realizing that...
I'm going to need this to go on TikTok too, Dev. This is, okay, my friend, she does this thing where she mutes her mic and then screams at her dogs, and it is the most fucking hilarious thing. That she does a lot of really funny things, but this is top 5. What were you going to say?
A package got delivered.
Oh.
Clearly. Nice. I can hear the truck leaving.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's very traumatizing for the dogs.
I heard the thing. I heard the whole interaction. I heard the truck pull up and I already knew. And I said, I know a package is getting delivered. I fucking know.
Yeah.
Stop.
So stop. Yeah. Shut up.
Please.
Oh my God.
Please. Where the fuck did my hemp... Oh, found her. Don't worry about me, Joya.
I will not. Nice. She's got it.
Okay, so here's the thing. While we do this, why don't we answer like one question? Why don't we at least read the first question while I get my whole bong rip situation?
Okay,
situated?
You want me to...
Yeah, pull yours up. Do that.
Pull mine up.
Because it's going to take me a moment. Oh, now I have a flame. Oh, I'm ready now.
Oh, excellent. Okay, we'll take our bong rip and then we'll start. Cheers.
Cheers.
Goddamn dogs. I got some questions that were like not necessarily advice.
Okay,
So,
no, I also got a bunch of questions that weren't advice. I don't think this is the advice episode.
okay. This is just a
Drunk ask
Q&A.
2G1B. Hello, how are you? Welcome to it.
Period. I was just telling Dev that I still have half my fucking cup. So, I see you're hydrating
Yeah, I'm just
now.
telling myself that whole first hour, I didn't drink a single drip of water. It's just only tequila going into my belly. So
Right.
I'm chugging this bubbly currently.
Nice, nice, nice. The My thing with bubbles is like they they do something to my belly.
Do they
I
fill you
don't
up?
like. They fill me up and they make me burp.
Well,
Like,
you're a very burpy person as it
I
is.
I am exactly. So like the bubbles like, and also
Yeah.
if I'm drinking like claws and not, I mean still I still drink water while I'm drinking liquor, but if I'm drinking White Claws, I will pee like 10 times an hour.
Mhm.
And there's nothing I can do about it. It's just what happens. So,
I think that
yeah.
has something to do with like your metabolism and your bladder and everything else.
Mhm.
There's something
Yeah.
hypersensitive about it because you pee like a racehorse and you
Yeah.
burp like a drunken Irishman. You know what I mean?
I sure do. I sure do.
Even when she
Thank
like,
you. Thank
I
you for
mean that
seeing me.
lovingly. I know you, my dear.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have your first question? Ooh, 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 ooh. She taking shots. Ooh, ooh,
Ooh.
ooh.
Ooh. Okay. Um well, should we start with something, lighthearted
Honestly, I would just read every single one.
from the very beginning?
Yeah, why not?
Well, the very first question that I got, you're going to love this one because I really loved it. um can you two stay together for one whole month and film 30 Days of Chaos?
That would be so
Even if we reduced it to just 1 week, like that sounds like the most fun I could ever possibly have in my entire life. We do need to do that.
30 days of chaos, though.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Could you imagine how much footage? We would have to have like a full-blown editing team. Like at
And
least,
I would have Henry there on meth.
yeah, on meth.
For the record, I edit all of my YouTube content currently. I'm
Yeah,
just because we're about to hit a recession. I'm trying to save my money, trying to buy a house, and so I'm trying to cut my spending here and there.
right.
And Henry is worth it. Love Henry, but I also plugged him in with a new client who I know keeps him very fucking busy.
Nice. Good, good,
So
good.
I made sure that when I started taking over my content a little bit, I plugged him in with somebody else who was going to take way better care of it at the current moment.
Yeah.
Shout out Ariana, actually. Shout out Ariana.
Oh, I was just
I
typing
get
in
her
the chat.
confused
Who?
with the name because we have two friends with the name spelled exactly the same. It's just one is Ariana, the other is
Yeah.
Ariana.
Yeah. And
I
that
wish they were
definitely gets
both the
confusing.
same,
Yeah, I
or
know. And I'm so sensitive to the name thing. Obviously, you know this about
yeah.
me. I'm very sensitive to people's names, and so I work very closely with the Ariana of those two people.
Yes. And the
And
way you did it, it was Ariana sounds like Arend.
yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, I just like, yeah, I work with her on a daily basis, so I know how to pronounce her name. But we've been in situations like in public at events or whatever where people call her Ariana. And even actually, we were in like a team setting with people that we work with, and they would still call her Ariana. And there were multiple times where I'd have to be like, Ariana. And Aaron does it too. But we've been like in public where people will call her Ariana, and I'm like, where it's not as easy for me to be like, you're saying her name wrong, bitch.
Yeah.
Like. And
But I feel
so
like she
sometimes
probably doesn't take it that
she doesn't.
personally because it's one of those names that it's just
It's
literally where
hard.
you're from is how you pronounce the A. That's
Yeah.
it's just dependent on where you're from.
Or who you may have known with that name beforehand. Like,
Yeah, my
yeah.
dad So I was raised overseas. My dad was raised in Pakistan, and so when you hear that Pakistan, my
Yeah.
A's
Or ah.
inherently I put an ah on
Yeah.
them because I'm trying to be respectful of how the A is pronounced in the
That's also
culture that I was more
how
so
the
brought up
A
in.
is pronounced in Spanish. So,
Exactly.
yeah,
So it's like
definitely.
it just learn coming up in a different culture and like understanding how A is nobody goes A.
Yeah.
There's not a
That's American.
single I can't think of a single Arabic word that goes A.
Yeah.
There's tufaha, which means apple. That has A in the name. A for
Yeah.
apple, tufaha. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just a different type of dialect. And so when I moved to the United States, I Ariana was never something that was like
Yeah.
in my
In your
brain because
brain.
I see
Yeah,
that name, I'm like
totally.
Ariana.
Yeah.
I know her.
Totally. Yeah. That's a really hard one too. I mean, I feel like even people called like Ariana Grande like Ariana Grande
Exactly.
and still do.
Well, no, then there's Raven Simone. Her name's not even Raven Simone.
What is it?
Simone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 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 yeah.
It's Raven
I'm like,
Simone. Rihanna
where's the
is
Nye?
Rihanna.
Yeah, that's a crazy one.
I
Crazy.
put the ah on
Yeah,
everything,
well,
but I
and that's
guarantee
just
there's people in the South pronouncing Rihanna's name correct. They say, "Yeah,
yeah,
Rihanna's real
and
good."
they don't even know that they're pronouncing it correctly. Like,
They didn't do it
yeah,
on purpose.
yeah, totally. That's
It's just a
funny. That's
matter of where you're brought up and how you pronounce that A when you see it in the IA kind of
yeah,
situation.
totally. You know what I just realized? I don't think we did our intro, did we?
Yeah, we did. You silly Willy.
We did the whole like read from the thing and everything.
Yeah, girl.
Okay.
I'm gonna need you to
Okay,
take a sip of
anyway.
water. Deb, can I
Okay.
get a confirmation? Amen.
Amen. She's
I
talking about
honestly do not remember.
No, I need to get an amen right now. I remember. I can tell you what I said.
you said because you know what? I know why because you said we're the original two girls one bong.
No. I'm saying the
You
reason.
did.
So. If you're not stoned, I will. What did I say? On the
I
first
don't
one, I
remember.
said I would shoot you in the BB gun with a
Yeah.
BB gun.
And then the
But
second
I
one
said
you
something
said
different. Don't remember what it was, but it was something
me
different.
neither. But I do remember that it was different too. So good go team. Uh,
Can I get an amen? Can I get an
Amen.
amen? You
Amen.
can't love yourself. How in the hell you gonna love somebody else? Shout
Yes.
out RuPaul. I saw that you
Okay.
left a review right before I did for
On
Jade.
Jade's Yelp, yeah.
I was about to
Yep.
start taking pictures of all of my tattoos.
I know. I actually thought about posting a photo, but I was like, "Nah. If you're in LA
You
and you need
should.
an
Yours is healed
amazing,
really, really good. I pick at
yeah,
mine, so I'm not the best candidate for doing those things, but you should absolutely repost yours because yours looks gorgeous and it really captures her style too.
yeah,
Add
I
to that.
agree.
You can update it. Do it.
If you're in LA or Southern California, like at all, um, not what's her at? Not Jade Draws, not Jade Tattoos,
Not Jade girl.
not Jade Tattoos. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Honestly,
Anyway,
anyway, it doesn't matter. Here it is across the screen. You can
period.
see it now. Find her.
Eh. Anyway,
Okay.
we make sure we stay on our advice track this time.
Dating older men.
Oh.
Opinions. Thoughts. Now you can see the first opinion. She said, ugh.
So personally, not my preference. I have never, I mean, maybe when I was like 15, I was into like a 20-year-old, like that kind of thing, a little bit older. But personally, for me, I'm not into it. I do think it's a preference once you become old enough to make that decision.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is once you are like over the age of like
25.
35. No,
Oh,
I'm saying
35?
30. I'm saying 30,
Yeah,
35.
30's a good number. 30's a good
You know,
number.
so once you're over the age of 30 and you're like, I like 50-year-olds, fine.
Because you know
That's
what?
great because you
Yeah.
are fully formed in the
Yeah.
brain. You're
Yes,
fine.
your prefrontal lobe is fully developed and you can make your own decisions.
I
And what I was
can't
going to say is
say. I can't say that you're not traumatized and you need therapy.
No, that's
However,
no, because really that is a thing that people like, and
no,
once you
yeah,
get
some people
past
just
this,
like it, and some 50-year-old guys aren't like disgusting, decrepit
right, some of them are
skeletons.
hot,
You know,
whatever. Personally, for
how old
me,
is Brad
no.
Pitt? Is he still hot?
No, not really.
Ah, that sucks.
Not as
That
hot as he
sucks
used to
that he's
be,
not
that's for sure.
hot.
But no, there's some men that are like an attractive older man, and some women
Yeah,
are into that, or some men are
and
into
that's
that,
fine.
some
And
people
I
are into that.
celebrate that, but like
Yeah,
be of the age to like seek
exactly.
that older attention so that so that you know that you're not being manipulated, because I feel like a 30-year-old
Exactly.
woman has been through so much stuff that she just is not being you can't groom a 30-year-old woman the same way you can
Right.
groom a 19-year-old.
Yeah,
You know?
unless there's something else going on in that, like, whatever,
Oh
but
no, if
w
you're
yeah,
19 and you're dating a guy that's 40, run.
yeah.
Run far, run
Well, because
fast, run
yeah,
harder than you've ever ran.
right. First of all, it's like
He could be your dad.
he's gonna leave you at some point. If he's 40 and you're 19, probably by the time you hit 23, 24, he's gonna leave you. So it's
I
not
mean,
gonna
that's
be
not
a
even
lifelong.
necessarily true. Like, he might be really excited that he got his one little young thing at the age of 40 after he had his other wife who was 35. And then he found this,
Likely
like,
not.
I mean, who
Likely
knows?
not.
Who knows? Who knows? Some people,
Who knows about anything?
I'm not going to sit here and say that there's never been a genuine relationship formed that way. However, I would like you to know that there is a power dynamic that exists within
Yeah.
that relationship, and you need to be fucking careful. And my advice, opinions, thoughts: run fast, don't do it.
Yeah.
That's my immediate thought. Is if you're a
Dude.
young woman, do not do that shit.
Yeah.
There's no reason for you to waste your time on those people unless you're trying to get paid, and in which case,
Go ahead, girl. Protect yourself, but go on. Get as much
you
as you
hear me?
can. Did you watch The White Lotus on HBO?
No.
Mm, there's
Mm-mm.
a situation like that in season 2 of The White Lotus, which I won't get into, but yeah, there's definitely a young woman who takes advantage of a
I mean,
old
is he being
man
taken
and
advantage of, or does he know exactly what he's doing? And
exactly.
he should
Exactly.
not be
Well,
delusional to think that a 19 or 25-year-old girl is in love with a 65, 70-year-old
well,
man.
no, I don't want to ruin it for anyone who wants to watch it.
Honestly,
But
spoiler alert, skip past the next
yes,
minute.
30 seconds. She takes advantage of the dad and she also takes advantage of his son in a big way.
It
So,
sounds like
like a $50,000
mm-mm.
type of way.
No. It sounds that's not even that much. It
Well, in
sounds like I
retrospect,
mean, I guess to the regular person that's a lot, but I feel like they're
yeah.
probably all rich in this story.
Yeah, they probably
Whatever.
are.
But I was thinking Lori Harvey because there was that whole rumor about Lori Harvey fucking around with P. Diddy and then fucking around with P. Diddy's son.
Oh.
Yeah.
Your P. Diddy son is not fine. I don't give
Then P. Diddy's not fine. What
neither
did
of
you
them.
expect him
Neither of
to
them are
make?
attractive. Neither of them at all.
What do you mean?
Uh,
Okay, wait, I have a really good question though.
yes, please.
What aspect of life makes you love being alive?
Oh my God, that's such a good one. I would say for me, definitely relationships. All of my
No,
relationships.
that's
Like,
it. Period. That's it and period. I
no,
don't have
I have another thing. I have another
Okay,
thing.
okay. For me though, that's it.
Okay.
And my dogs.
Definitely. Okay, yeah. Over that's a relationship too.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say like being outside. Like
I will also take
taking
that though.
yeah, taking in nature in so many different like I was actually just talking to my dad about this yesterday because he grew up on a farm and like now he
Mhm.
has a farm. And so he has to do so much fucking work for that farm and he's like 60 gonna be 68 this
I
year.
bet he loves that though.
He does. He really loves it. And it's like he has to travel for it. He doesn't live in the same state as this farm. And so he has people, people that help, but he has to travel for this project, this farm, but he loves it and he doesn't care that he has to travel or that. And it's in Oregon, which we've talked about Mac Dizzle, but it's in Oregon, which if you don't live near Oregon or know about it, it rains a lot. And so that's not something that's typically, it's good for farming, but it's not good for working on the farm. So he has to do he has to work around the weather for this farm. And so he can't go and do any work if it's raining. So he has to wait for the time that there's no rain and then go. And like he has to drop everything that he's doing and go work on that. And he loves it, which is like, I was talking to him and I'm like, yeah, it's because he grew up on a farm. So he knows the work that goes into something like that and like how fulfilling it is. And I don't remember why we were even talking about this, but I remember saying like
What
that's
aspect of life
amazing.
makes you love being alive? And you were talking about being
Right.
in nature.
Right. So yeah, he definitely just like it finds a lot of fulfillment out
Fulfillment.
of doing something like that. Yeah. And so yeah, I'd also very much enjoy being outside. Adam and I go to the water like once a week. When it's warm outside, we're there at least once a week.
I
And
think that
that
might
is
be
really
like
amazing.
I think that might be a pretty crucial difference between you and I. Is I actually feel the very same way as like relationships and being outside is like my will to live because
Yeah.
I don't do the work to go outside. And
Yeah.
I feel like that might be why I'm like just a little more mentally unwell. You know what I
Stop.
mean?
Yeah. I
I
mean,
just feel like
it
if I went
it
outside
does.
more, it might be better.
Yeah, and it is annoying, like, cause so we have the little, inflatable boat, and we use it most days, but it is, like, what's the word? I mean, it's work. Like, we have to put it together, and it's not just like
Maintenance.
"Oh, click it in and blow it up." Like, it's like
It's a
there's a
whole
there's
task to get it
yeah,
done.
it takes like, 15 minutes to do it, which doesn't seem like a lot of time, but when it's fucking 100 degrees outside and it's hot as
Do you
fuck
want to go to the
and
lake?
my
Oh, you want to
sunscreen
put
is
the whole boat together right now?
yeah, and
No.
my sunscreen's melting off, like, it definitely is like a thing, and so, yeah, there is sometimes where it feels like a little bit too much, but I've noticed, like, I really enjoy, like, in the middle of my day, like, just going outside and taking several deep breaths. Are you okay? But yeah, just being outside. And I feel really grateful to have that, oh, that's what I was going to say. I know what I was going to say when I was talking about my dad going to the farm. When I was visiting California, because I don't live there anymore, when I was visiting for Christmas, I felt an absolute, like, truly, there's no other word that I could use, an intoxication from the
Mhm.
ocean.
Mhm.
Like, being near the ocean, I genuinely felt this, like,
No, because that
I can't
Pacific
explain it.
Ocean, honey.
I
No, you
yes.
are just a little cancer water
Yeah,
baby,
and I
first
just
of all,
yeah.
and your water birth was in the Pacific,
Yeah.
okay?
Literally, like, I can't it's something that I genuinely cannot explain. Like,
Mm.
I
I love
absolutely I
California.
just feel this and this is exactly what I said to my dad. I was like, "I feel this, like, gravitational pull." And he was like, "Same." Like, the way that he feels pulled to the farm. And same to the beach, like, same to the ocean, but I was like, when I'm near the ocean, I feel this, like, it's just a pull, like, I can't explain
Yeah.
it, and it's the
Yeah.
moon, just in case anyone was wondering. It's the
It's the
fucking
moon.
it's
The
the
moon
moon and the tides.
controls me. Alright, let's move on to the
Dude,
next question, my queen.
okay, alright, okay, fair. Let's see.
I love you.
So wait, we are going, like,
You
not
can skip around now. I'm skipping around.
well, somebody asked me if I would ever come back out to Cali, and, like,
And she would.
period.
If she had the funds, absolutely. If she could buy a house here,
Exactly.
done out of done.
Yeah, and honestly, like,
I
if
feel like if
in,
you just
like
wait a couple years,
yeah. I
sell
mean,
it,
and
come in.
I see it happening in, like, 2 to 5 more years.
Mm?
Like, California is my fucking home. It is
Mhm.
I love Austin. Texas is
Mhm.
but Austin is
I feel like
amazing.
You have done a very wonderful job of finding the highlights that Texas has to
Yeah.
offer you.
And they're
You know what
all
I
in
mean?
Austin.
Exactly. Well, I mean, not only that, just I feel like you've
What's
done
in
a really
here?
good job of just like going out and like,
Thanks, babe.
babe, where's mine?
Magdalena said, "Where's hers?"
Why didn't I get
He
McDonald's?
said, "I got two." Thanks, babe.
You see, he would have given me one.
Oh, he's the best. But yeah,
What did he
like
get you?
he got me two plain cheeseburgers, baby.
Oh, you love a good old plain cheeseburger, honey.
No, I can do like if it ends up with the onions and the ketchup on it, I can do it. But
Oh, oh.
um anyway, yes, for anyone wondering, like yes, California's my home. Like I love Austin, I really do, but California is my home and I would go back there in a second if I could.
In
So,
a second. Okay. I've had multiple questions of people say how to stop thinking so much.
what? I don't know. How
So here's
First
what
of
I
all,
do.
I just wait, hang on. I just opened up my cheeseburger and there's no cheese on it. It's just a hamburger,
Yo,
which
that
is
is a
fine.
nude patty.
Anyway.
Put some sauce on her or something. Don't you dare bite that dry ass bun and patty. Don't do it. Second of all, how do you stop thinking so much? I don't have good, healthy advice for this. I'll drink
She
and I
is
smoke,
dry.
honey. Why did you take that bite?
I don't know.
Joya.
I need to go get some ketchup.
What? I'm not. I knew this. She's yelling for ketchup. She's yelling for ketchup, and I really support her for this ketchup right now. But my only advice to stop overthinking, I guess ultimately, you are who you are. As much as you try to mask yourself and not be yourself, right? And the people who don't love you for that or accept you and value for those things and however you might be, whether you overthink and you over explain yourself and you act crazy in certain situations, I feel like the people who really truly know you and value you are the people that you should keep around, and everyone else is literally just a distractor and just put up in your way for no reason. I don't know why. But you need not pay them attention. Truly. As RuPaul said, if they don't pay your bills, pay them no mind. If your manager is sitting here telling you, hey, I mean, if your manager tells you you suck, go get a new job and find a manager that tells you you rock. I mean, but also, like, are you really bad at your job? You need to, like, take a second and look at that. But I just had a whole TED talk. We got really Dev, how deep did I just get?
She got very deep.
Did I move you?
I'm very much moved.
Thank you.
Sorry, I thought I was
Yeah,
unmuted.
you weren't.
I did hear the beginning of the
Yeah.
deepness, and so
Mhm.
I am excited to hear the rest of it. I don't know at what point because I know we're running out of time.
Oh,
Literally.
we're not actually. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I'm reading questions right now.
Okay.
Okay, Joya, how do I get a remote job so I can work from home? I have a PC built and am ready to go. I don't have the answer and I have to pee, but I know Joya might.
Maybe. I would say a continuous search. Basically, your search does not stop until you find something. There are lots of jobs out there, even though I mean, God, the economic situation is not looking great, but there's always going to be jobs no matter what happens to the economy. There's always going to be some jobs that survive. And so I would say you literally don't fucking give up the search. You need to be on LinkedIn. You need to be on Twitter. I've seen multiple like threads that are people that are like, they'll literally post like remote jobs that don't require, even there's people that will post like no phone stuff required, which is like most of the remote jobs are like entry level is like customer service. But I would say just continuously search, be on LinkedIn, be on Twitter, and make sure you're searching all the time, like Indeed and all the other fucking job boards that exist. Just don't stop your search because they're there. So yeah,
Period.
I didn't have a for sure answer, but I had a, you know, I have some information. I was saying there's people on Twitter that'll
Don't tell
post
me.
like,
Don't repeat that. I
oh,
don't
okay,
care. Love you though.
good, go ahead.
I do
Bitch.
care. I didn't mean that. I misspoke. However, I just don't want you to repeat everything you just said for
I wasn't going to
everyone to
repeat
hear.
it. I was going to say that there's people on Twitter that'll post like list of remote jobs,
Oh, well, there you
and
go.
it's like a thread. Those
Get
exist.
in there. How do they find that Twitter thread?
Oh, there's multiple. Just I would search remote jobs on
So,
Twitter.
like the
They
hashtag
exist.
remote job?
No, like search the words remote jobs. Maybe
Just so
like
just in
remote
the
jobs
Twitter
thread.
search bar,
Yep.
go to Twitter and search remote jobs. I'm
Twitter
trying
has a
because I
great
don't use
search
Twitter.
bar. Right. Twitter has a great search bar where like you can post like
It'll
I mean you
it'll
can
connect you to hashtags,
it'll no, you
pages,
can search any
whatever.
words and it'll search the words. They don't need to be in order.
Oh,
So,
that's sick. Dope. Great. How's that boyga?
it's giving.
Ah,
It's giving what it's supposed to give because you know what? He knew that I was drunk.
that's a good man.
Honestly, he's definitely
Can I
yeah.
tell you guys a real quick story?
Yes.
So Joya and I broke up once. Joya broke up with me.
No.
I didn't break up with Joya. Joya broke up with
Stop
me.
it.
To be official, she literally had a breakup with me. And in a span when we weren't like making content or like doing that thing, I saw her at a party and she had just started dating Adam. And I had only known her dating this other guy. Did you officially break up with him when I was friends with you? I don't think so.
I think just after.
Yeah, I
Just
think it was
after.
right after you finally cut loose. But like in that time, and also let it be known that me and that guy, he had beef with me. Super
Fucking
weird.
weirdo. Fucking
Like, literally,
square.
like so fucking weird. Like, I did not think about him. The man
Fucking
had beef.
dweeb. Fucking loser. Oh.
However,
This light
I ran
is
into
just
her, and this was years ago. This was like
2017.
6 years ago. I was about to say 6 years ago, and I did the
Yeah.
math in my head. So 6 years ago, we were at this party. I was actually with my other co-host at the time, Amanda, and we were all at this party, and I happened to see Joya. And like it was obviously like some time had passed. I had been doing my thing, she had been doing her thing, so like it wasn't like beef like that.
I
You
was
know,
surprised at how not awkward it was. I was like nervous a little bit to see you for the first time since we hadn't talked, and I was like, I remember telling him after like, oh, that was so normal. Like we
I think you were a
obviously,
little scared because you know me
well,
and you were
yeah,
young.
I was nervous, and I
You
told, I
know, it
mean,
was my
like
thing was like,
yeah,
yeah.
our friendship has been there always and forever, so it ended up not being like a big deal at all.
I would argue though, the premise of our connection was business when we first started that show.
Yeah.
I feel like it was business before friendship when it came to Two Girls One Bong in the first year of it being a thing.
Yeah, but I think that the business came easily because our
Mm-hmm.
friendship came so naturally.
Absolutely. I would absolutely agree. Absolutely. And the audience fucking adored you.
Yeah. Sorry for the fart noises in the back. I'm putting more ketchup on my next burger.
I didn't hear a single fart noise.
Okay.
I'm kind of sad I miss it now. Will you give me one?
Here, wait, hang on.
Gave it. I gave it. That's not a fart. That's a shart, honey. That's a shart noise.
Oh my literal.
That's. I don't want to hear it again.
Wait,
I don't want to hear it anymore.
shh.
I'm disgusted. Her face is turning red from how hard she's laughing, you guys. I want everyone to note the fact that she thinks that's this hilarious. Joya is the frat boy of humor.
Farts
And this
are
is why
just-
she thinks I'm funny.
They're so funny to me. Like, I cannot. Anyway, we were talking about when we saw each other at that party after we were broken
Okay,
up
so
for a
yeah,
bit.
so this is about your man. So she and I saw each other at that party. Okay, actually, I'm so sorry. This is so convoluted and so long. Let me recap.
Yeah.
So Joy was talking about how she and her man have been together for quite literally like 8 years, like 6 years, whatever, 6 years. They've been together for 6 years. And I was like, oh my God, no, I literally remember when you broke up with me and I saw you at a party. And here's the recap. So I saw her at this party. I had been with my other co-star who I had subbed in for Two Girls One Bong because obviously she said she didn't want to do that with me anymore. But it's
Stop
exactly
it.
what she said. It's exactly what she said. And moving on. I love and adore you. And I'll never forget. And so I was at this party and it was like this big ritzy schwaze blah 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 party because we were like, I don't know, like 23, 21, had just broken into the cannabis industry. And so we were at this like little ritzy rooftop party with the game and like whoever else that was there. I think Kaylani's girlfriend was there.
Touche?
It was the girl with the dreads. She had like the braids, like the long
Touche.
dreads, I feel like.
That's
They were in a
crazy.
relationship for like a year or two. It wasn't very long. Yeah, it was a girl. So she was there. I remember seeing her and I mean like,
Yeah, literally.
I'm with
You being like,
celebrities.
yeah,
You know what I
you being like,
mean?
Kaylani's girlfriend was there, and me like going down the line of like people that I know that Kaylani has dated because I'm obsessed with her.
So
Anyway,
many humans and respect Kaylani. Find who you want because Kaylani, you can unless you literally like hurt somebody physically and or mentally, which I have not heard, you can do no wrong to me.
and period. Kaylani, if you're listening to this, I love you.
Hey Kaylani, if you ever fall across this,
Us?
we love you. Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's her hall pass. That's her first lesbian experience, Kaylani.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
I would
Anyway.
love that for you. Wait, real side story about Kaylani. I went to a Demi Lovato concert with my friend Arend, and Joya knew that Kaylani was opening for Demi Lovato, and so she said, "Wait, could you like just like record a little bit for me? Like, could you record just like a little bit?" What did I do, Joya? Tell me what I did.
She recorded the whole entire thing. Like the whole thing. Like there was like full blown like 10-minute clips of like the whole. I mean, it was like you could see like
My
she's
arm was
filming.
getting tired on one side,
Yeah,
and
you
I
could
would
see the
switch.
moments where she was like, like switching arms. Oh my God. Anyway, you were gonna say something about Adam at that thing.
Okay, but no, yeah. So again.
It's just what happens.
Anyway, so ran into Joy at this party. Ran into her. We're all sitting down. And she talks to me and she's not with her man. And I saw them walk in together and I'd seen them on social media, obviously. And so I was like, okay, well, where is this guy? Because I know he's here, but where is he?
Mhm.
And if I know Joya, she has her pet right here. Okay, she keeps her pet on her. All right, her pet is right fucking there. And he was nowhere to be found. And so I was like, oh, where's your new man? You said, I don't know. I love that. Like he's just off on his own. And like you were just like talking him up about how much you love the fact that he was not your little pet.
Attached to
You know
me.
what I mean? Like his
I remember
own...
saying that I don't have to babysit him.
Exactly. Literally that. That.
Which is definitely one of my, for sure, like one of his best qualities for sure.
No,
He can
yeah.
literally talk to
Adam will
anybody.
chat up an entire fucking room. I'll tell you
Mhm.
what.
Mhm.
Men, women, lesbians, gays, straights,
Anybody.
trans, it doesn't fucking matter. He will talk
Yeah.
to you about something and you will be like,
Listening
and
and
that's why
ready to
he's good at
respond.
his job. That's why he's on the phone.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Yep. And he, brings me
And
cheeseburgers.
so when I saw her at this party with him, I was like, growth, baby. Yes. Yes. I love him for you.
Mhm. Big difference.
I have another question. My girlfriend has bipolar 1 and not medicated. I've asked her for validation and an apology after.
I'm gonna need more context. I would say if your partner has a mental illness
So
diagnosed.
I think that they're maybe thinking that I understand what bipolar 1 means. The reason I think I was drawn to this question is because I think I might have something undiagnosed and my partner is dealing with that. And so I am looking at this question and seeing a partner dealing with somebody diagnosed with something and not knowing how to address it.
Yeah. I
But I
mean,
don't
that's
feel like
like very difficult for sure.
yeah. Well, I don't think it needs to be that difficult though.
I think it is for somebody who is not a licensed professional
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
who,
no, no, no.
you know what I
I
mean?
mean, like if you have the tools to understand and get through it, I feel like it's not that difficult. That's what I meant. But if you're like the person giving advice, I feel like you need years of understanding to know how to even advocate for that
Yeah. I
answer.
mean, that's like, yeah, I think that's that's a really hard thing. Even when, like, in general, disabilities like that prevent a person from
I don't
reacting.
it's not necessarily a disability. Bipolar is a disorder.
I mean, I think that's anything that prevents you from, quote, acting normally or reacting in a way that people would expect. Like, I think that qualifies for a, that's a difficulty for somebody that is on the
Here's
other
me about to
side.
go on a rant.
I am, or you are.
Me.
Okay, okay.
Because
Take in mind, or
you
keep in
said
mind,
you
we only
said
have we
people
only have
acting in a
54
way
minutes.
okay, so you said
Okay.
acting in a way that you wouldn't expect.
Yeah.
Almost all of clinical and physiological and psychiatric or all of that data is based on Caucasian men.
Oh, okay.
And so
Right. So
so much of
what we
how you are
expect.
supposed to react and
Yeah.
understand and absorb society and whatever it may be is based on the fact
A
that this is
specific.
how
Yeah.
white men did that.
Yeah.
They don't and so I don't even think they fully understand bipolar. I don't think they fully understand any of these things yet.
Well, I think that I don't I actually I would say that the way that any individual would expect a person to react to something is accumulation of the way that they've seen people react their whole lives.
And period. But
So,
also I've never seen my mom act the way that I have.
yeah, exactly. So you can say that the way that you react to things might be different than what you would expect because of what
Okay.
you've seen your mom or your dad or any sibling of yours react
Yeah.
to certain
I'm
things.
and I feel like that actually might be like I don't know if that's a good bar line for most people because I feel like
Yeah, I
my
mean,
bar line for my family is relatively mentally healthily
yeah.
not on the depression scale. Depression, we're all hitting it. But when it comes to like the way that I react to situations, definitely very different than anyone that I've ever been raised from.
Mhm.
There's nobody who reacts to the way that I react to things. And it's bizarre to me. Like I don't understand how people operate and work. Next question though. Next question. We have time for a couple more.
Okay. Are you going to read one or should I be reading one?
You read it. You read it. I want to
Okay.
yeah. We can do a part 3, honestly, and I can just save the questions.
Yeah, we should. Um, well, here's a really lighthearted one. What's the best snack to have on hand at all times? I would say a snack that I go for is like a cracker and something else. Like a cracker and like some dip. Or have you ever had like a chicken they sell at the grocery store like a chicken salad, and it's basically just like shredded chicken with like
It's a chicken salad.
mayo. Yeah, it's a chicken salad, but it's not a okay. In her
No, I get what
video,
you
she
mean.
was
It's like that little
yeah,
toss a salad type of thing. Okay,
it's
yes.
like it's chicken with like mayo
Mhm,
or
mhm.
some other
Yeah,
sauce
yeah,
and like
yeah.
some seasoning or whatever.
Mm.
But yeah, that would be that's my go-to like snack. It's like a chip or
I'm gonna
cracker of some
give
sort.
I'm gonna give 2 different options here.
Okay.
Okay. For the people who are super savory, who don't mind extra sodium, I love a good spicy, salty chip. Buffalo flavored bugles. They are hard to
Buffalo flavored
find.
bugles.
What did I say about them bitches? I love them. Love me a
They're so
buffalo
good.
flavored bugle. But if you're not trying to have something too salty, like I said, like a chip or like a pickle or like an olive or like a meat with like mustard on it. I'm just trying to think of things that I can grab out of my fridge right now, like an actual reasonable munchie that like most people have around their house.
Yeah.
Like, and then if you're not into like the super salty savory category, um, I love some fat-free whipped cream.
Mm.
Into my fucking mouth, bro.
I still cannot. I think whipped cream might actually be in my category of things that I really don't like, not just like my
Okay.
baby brain being like, I don't like that, but like an actual thing that I don't really like. I don't know why. I can't do I just don't
How have you
enjoy it.
tried? I would like to understand how have you tried whipped cream up until this point. Have you ever had it in your mouth?
Yes, I definitely have
Okay, and
tried
you
it in
didn't
my
like
mouth.
it.
That's how everyone like when I was like growing up, like and
Hmm.
even as like a
And if you didn't
teenager,
like
people
it, that's fine.
yeah,
It's not for you.
people would put it in their mouth. But I would like I've also tried it like Starbucks has put it on top of my drink without my
And that's what I'm
permission.
so that's what I was trying to assess is like, have you actually tried whipped cream by itself, or have you tried
Yeah,
it
that's what I've
squirted on top of a drink?
no, it's
And
I yeah, I haven't
so
tried
you
it like
tried both,
with yeah. And
and you
even
don't
so,
like
even
it,
if it's on top of the drink, I've eaten it by itself.
and you don't like it though.
I just don't like it.
It might be a little too airy for you.
Yeah.
It's like a little too sweet,
Yeah.
and that's totally fine. And I respect you
Yeah.
for that. Me
Yeah.
though, me though, snack whipped cream, fat free whipped cream in the mouth. Even better yet, get you some spaceman strawberries. What are they called? The things that you dehydrate and then they send them to space.
Oh, yeah, that's what you mean just like fucking astronaut food
Yeah, like
strawberries?
astronaut food. So like they have like
Yeah.
these strawberries that you can buy at the store. They're organic and they've sucked all of the juice in the air out of these strawberries. And then you
Yeah.
take this little decrepit strawberry crunch and you go
Yeah.
and then you squirt some whipped cream. Or alternatively, you put some whipped cream, sprinkle some dehydrated, decrepit skeletons onto your whipped
Decrepit.
cream,
Yeah.
and pour some more and spoon that shit into your mouth. Oh, great fucking munchie. Oh my god. And I'm speaking I'm over 30 now, and that's why I'm talking about munchies like this. In the past, I would have been like, "Have you ever had like 30 cookies? Have you ever made like a whole pack of Pillsbury cookies and made it into a cake and then put ice cream and hot chocolate and ate the whole thing and felt great?" No, I can't do that anymore.
That's literally me. This cookie dough recipe that I like so much, it literally makes like 3 trays of cookies, and
Mm,
last night I made the dough and I made 1 tray of cookies and I put the other
mm.
2, rest of it into the fridge. And I was like, I'll make these at a later date. I know, definitely. You know what, too? I remember ordering a fucking like full size from Cold Stone, ordering like it was like it, love it, gotta have it. And
Gotta have it.
I remember ordering a gotta have it when I was
And I
like,
will twice. What do you mean?
no, now I'm like, okay, no, I cannot do that much. Like, but I remember ordering a gotta have it and being like, yes, I'll crush that whole thing as like a 12-year-old. So
Girl, as a 24-year-old.
yeah, honestly.
I'm 30 now. I was doing that thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it looks like we've reached the end of this. I
We
want you
actually
to
have
know.
we have 8 more minutes if we wanted to.
Another question. Never. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
What's your biggest regret as you were healing and growing individually?
Biggest regret? I don't know. You know, I actually, oh my God. And you know what I was going to tell you? I have an appointment tomorrow to go to a therapist, a new person that I've never been to. I just like found, yeah. So I'm going tomorrow to this, like, I picked her because,
And you get to see her in person?
yes, in person.
Oh,
Right.
love that.
So it's like a semi older lady. She's probably like in her 50s or 60s. And she didn't mention God or Jesus on her website. So
In
that's
Texas.
yeah, exactly. A
She
plus.
said
A plus for me. Yeah. So and she mentioned like, oh, I like to do like alternative like therapies like music or color therapy. I don't know,
That's
whatever.
really cool.
Yeah. So
I
I was
hope
like,
she's
okay, this
good for
person,
you.
me too. I'm really excited to go. But why was I
Biggest
um
regret.
yeah, okay. So I was just gonna say that I found like these like manifestation like prompts, like journal prompts. And I had been like filling them out like the last like few days just to like get myself like, you know, going. And it's hard to pinpoint, bless you. Oh my God, you sound like Kashi. He always has like more than one sneeze. But yeah, it's I would say what's your biggest regret in growing? Like,
I think
I don't know.
I think my biggest regret is not advocating for myself enough.
Yeah.
I've let people talk to me and treat me and like say whatever they want to me for so long. Sometimes y'all push me.
She is a little crazy. She is a little
I'm a little
crazy.
crazy. I'm a little mentally unhealthy. What's up?
Oh my God.
So Una
My
mas shadiana before we close Iana?
I already took my last Diana because I'm drunk Iana. So
I respect
you
you. So take a sipiana of some Wadiana.
period Diana. Take your last shot, bitch.
I'm a cunt.
I just took one not too long ago and I truly felt like, oh, like I wasn't sure. There she goes. I took one, I don't know when it was, 5-10 minutes ago that I was like, I don't, that did not feel good.
Do you remember that
So
one song?
what?
There she goes.
Go,
There
there
she
she
goes
goes
again.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know that. And I can't
Oh,
wait to
I
see it.
I miss you.
I'm
We need
waiting
to
for you to come
plan.
back here because I'm not leaving. I will not leave. You know what's crazy is like, would you ever move? People say like, will you ever move to Texas? Wait, I slander Texas so hard. I
You know
want you
what?
to know
As you
that.
should. As you should. It deserves to be slandered. Listen,
Do you want to hear
Texas,
the
if you're
last thing I said
listening,
to them?
what?
I said I would never. If they offered me 18 months free rent, I would not move there. I
Yes, you
don't.
would, bitch.
No, I wouldn't.
You would move here for a year and a half if they
No,
offered you free rent.
I literally
Okay,
wouldn't.
if my next
Joya,
door neighbor, if my
Joya,
next door neighbor was like,
Joya,
you,
Queen.
I think
Can I like move somewhere in like Russia or like Costa Rica or like
Russia?
Venezuela? Russia is broke.
Don't
Let's be
don't put
real.
Russia in the same category as Costa Rica or Venezuela.
I'm not trying to be like economies.
Yes. You wouldn't move there? Is that what you're saying? Or you would?
I'm
You
no,
would
no.
move
I'm
to
saying
Russia?
like if I did,
Yeah.
Balling.
Yeah, period. I mean, yeah, the ruble, it's like fucked right now.
I actually don't remember where I was going with
Well, we were
that.
talking about someone asked you if you had like free. Well, I don't know if someone asked you if you that was in your brain, but if you have 18 months free rent, I think
No,
I
that's
genuinely
what I'm
think
saying. I would not move to fucking Texas.
no,
I would move to any of those other places before, and I would pay $800 a month
bitch.
before I
Are
would
you
pay free
fucking
rent in
serious?
Texas.
You would move to
No,
Russia?
we're good. Yeah.
You would move to Russia?
If they gave me free?
If you would move to Russia for a year and a half before you move to Austin, Texas, which is
What
a
are they
blue
doing for me,
island in a
though?
big red sea.
What are they
which
doing
is
for me? What is Russia doing for me?
Russia's
Do I have to
doing
pay rent?
nothing for you, bitch. That's
No, wait.
why
Do I
I'm
have
like,
to
what
pay
the
rent?
fuck are you
Do
talking
I have to
about?
pay taxes? Do I get to keep all of my own money?
Yes, no, you do have to pay taxes, and you know what your taxes pay for? The war in Ukraine. So congratulations.
Okay, and so I won't then.
Then
Obviously.
you don't move to
Fuck
Russia. That's
Putin.
why I'm like, you would move to fucking okay. If Costa Rica gave you a year and a half of free rent, why the fuck would you not move there? I'd be pissed if you didn't.
Costa Rica could charge me $500 a month, and Texas could offer me a month, 18 years free, 18 months free.
18
I'll move to
years.
Costa Rica.
No,
No, because guess what? I love abortions.
Oh my god. Oh my god, my chest is tight. Thank you everyone for listening to this. I hope you listened to part 2, or I mean part 1. I hope you listened to part 1 and part 2 because this has been a fucking ride. Okay. So, I hope you've enjoyed
Kings and
it.
queens.
Yeah.
I love Joya, and I love you. And
Same.
if you want a
Same.
real recommendation, go to your gas station and get yourself some Blue Diamond almonds.
So
Extreme
good.
Carolina Reaper. This is the
Oh.
hottest nut they have.
What the fuck?
Look at me coughing these nuts.
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
I said look at night, and I made you listen to it. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Well,
However-
Carolina Reaper
wait.
nuts sounds disgusting.
Real quick,
So-
though, we're about to sign
Okay.
off. We're about to sign off.
We are.
And we're about to watch some what? Daddy TV.
We could definitely do that. I haven't watched the finale yet.
Because guess what? Our best friend is on the fucking finale of Daddy TV on Hot House. Alicia Goku, our fucking bitch. Alright? So if you're not subscribed to Daddy TV, honestly, you can get it through Amazon Prime.
And it's so cheap. It's like $4
You can do it through your Apple TV app too.
Yeah,
honestly.
that's how I have it. Yeah.
It's so lit. Get in there. And if you want a spoiler alert, Alicia won. Alicia won because why?
Period. Because why else?
No,
Because why
I'm
not?
actually like, why? I actually have a real question. Okay, bye. I love you.
Love you so much. Thank you for listening.